What's up, Star Wars fans? I want to review episode 13 of The Bad Batch Season 2. I think the most entertaining part of this episode was actually the beginning. We get to see the Bad Batch and Omega teaming up once again with Phee. She's doing an exchange with some sort of gangster for a lost artifact. And after the gangsters receive their payment, they try and assassinate Phee. Luckily, the Bad Batch are there to help her out, and they're all able to escape with the credits they paid for the artifact and the artifact itself. And as entertaining a moment as this is, it is also a very important moment as it is a successful mission, something that's been very rare in Season 2 of The Bad Batch. And I think this is so significant because it shows us that Clone Force 99 are on the right track. You see, after this mission, they receive a message from Sid, and it's revealed to us, the audience, that they haven't been in touch with Sid, and in that message she's basically threatening them, implying that she's going to turn them into the Empire. So the Batch are taking their first steps away from Sid, and they seem to be having more success because of that. Plus, instead of making Sid money, running meaningless jobs, they're out there in the galaxy trying to make it a better place. As once we make it to Pabu, Phee's home island, we find out that the artifact that they actually recovered, well, it doesn't have a lot of value, and Phee was risking her life to recover it so that it could be part of a museum on the island. Unfortunately, the rest of the episode doesn't have much in the way of action. As I predicted, this is definitely a filler episode, but an important one preparing us for the end of the season. It's almost like we get to see Hunter and the gang go on vacation. We get to see what life could be for Omega and the Batch if they weren't soldiers. The episode actually reminds me a lot of Season 1 of The Mandalorian, Episode 4, titled Sanctuary. It's the one where Cara Dune is introduced, and Mando and Grogu find this little sanctuary of a village and help them fend off bandits that are attacking them. And in Season 2 of The Bad Batch, Episode 13, while the Batch find their sanctuary. But unlike in The Mandalorian, they don't need to fend off local raiders. There's actually a giant tsunami caused by an earthquake, and the Batch help the locals find high ground and safety away from the waters. Ultimately, I don't think this episode was nearly as successful as Episode 4 of The Mandalorian, Sanctuary, but in the end it does fill a similar role. It gives our heroes a glimpse at what life could be outside the conflict that they see themselves in. Ultimately, next episode hopefully will have more action, as we're going to see our heroes pulled away from the sanctuary of Pabu. But hey, Star Wars fans, let me know what you think of Episode 13 of Season 2 of The Bad Batch. As always, I'm Mike, and remember, the Force will be with you always.